Matrices Part 9.
Hi, hello everyone. For this session, we will discuss new concept. See here, methods. We have three methods. So first one Cramer's rule, next one matrix inversion method, next one Gauss-Jordan method. So first we will discuss about Cramer's rule. Consider the system of linear equations. So that are a1x plus b1y plus c1z is equals to d1 and a2x plus b2y plus c2z is equals to d2 and a3x plus b3y plus c3z is equals to d3. So these are three system of linear equations. Here a is equals to quotient matrix. So that are the quotients of x, y, z, that are a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2, a3, b3, c3. So this is quotient matrix and x, that is x, y, z. So this is variable matrix. Okay. Next one D, that is constant, that are d1, d2, d3. So this is constant matrix. Now AD is augmented matrix. Here in this method, first we have to assume let delta S determinant of A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2, A3, B3, C3. Okay. Next, delta 1. Here, replace first column with constant matrix. Here D1, D2, D3. Next one, remaining two columns are as it is B1, B2, B3, C1, C2, C3. So this is delta 1. Next delta 2. In delta 2, replace second column with a constant matrix. So remaining two columns are as it is, that are A1, A2, A3. Here D1, D2, D3. Next C1, C2, C3. And last one delta 3. So here replace third column with a constant matrix. So that is A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3 and D1, D2, D3. Then x is equals to delta 1 by delta, y is equals to delta 2 by delta and z is equals to delta 3 by delta. These are solutions of given system of equations. So this is the procedure for Cramer's rule. So second one, matrix inversion method. Here consider the system of equations Ax is equals to D. Here A is quotient matrix, X is variable matrix and D is constant matrix. Here multiply both sides A inverse. So that is A inverse into A into X is equals to A inverse into D. So you know that A inverse into A is identity matrix into X is equals to A inverse into D. And I into X, again you will get X, that is A inverse into D. So from this you can find X comma Y and Z. Okay. Here what is A inverse? So you know that A inverse is 1 by det A into adjoint of A. Okay. And what is adjoint of A? That is cofactor of A whole transpose. Okay. So here x is equal to A inverse into D. Here x is xyz. Now A inverse is what? 1 by dt into urgent A, and urgent A is cofactor of A whole transpose. So first you need to find cofactor of given matrix. So from that we can find adjoint of A and also find determinant of A. So clearly we have adjoint of A and det A. So from that we can find A inverse. Now multiplying this A inverse with the constant matrix. So from that we will get X. So what is that? X, Y, Z. So this is the procedure of a matrix inversion method. So next last one, Gauss-Jordan method. So here consider the system of equations a1x plus b1y plus c1z is equals to d1. Next a2x plus b2y plus c2z is equals to d2, and a3x plus b3y plus c3z is equals to d3. So these are the three system of linear equations, and here A is coefficient matrix, X is variable matrix, D is constant matrix. And in this method you need to consider augmented matrix. So what is augmented matrix? Both constant and coefficient matrix is called augmented matrix. That is AD is equals to, so write coefficient matrix, that is A1 B1 C1, A2 B2 C2, A3 B3 C3, and again write constant matrix D1 D2 D3. So clearly this is augmented matrix. Now in this method, so you have to make upper triangular matrix and lower triangular matrix as zeros using row operations. Here then the above matrix change it to 1 0 0 alpha, 0 1 0 beta, 0 0 1 gamma. So clearly these are the x coefficient and this is constant. So from this you can find x is equals to alpha and x coefficient 0, y coefficient is 1. So y is equals to beta, and x coefficient 0, y coefficient 0, z coefficient is 1. So z is equals to gamma. So these are the solutions of a given system of linear equations. So this is the procedure of Gauss-Jordan method. So now we will discuss few problems. So first one, solve the following system of linear equations. So first one, Cramer's rule. So here, what is A matrix? A is coefficient matrix, that are coefficients of x, y, z. 1 minus 1 3, 4 2 minus 1, minus 1 3 1, and x is equals to variable matrix, that is x y z, and D is equals to constant matrix, that is 5 0 5. In this method, first assume delta is determinant of A, that is 1 minus 1 3, 4 2 minus 1, minus 1 3 1. So now find this determinant. This is 1 into 2 plus 3, that is 5, plus 1 into 4 minus 1, that is 3, plus 3 into 12 plus 2, that is 14. So this is 5 plus 3, 8, 8 plus 42, 50. So what is delta value? Delta is 50. Next to delta 1. So how to write delta 1? Replace first column with a constant matrix, that is determinant of 5 0 5, minus 1 2 3, 3 minus 1 1. Now again find this determinant, that is 5 into, so 2 plus 3 5, plus 1 into 0 plus 5, that is 5. Next plus 3 into minus 10. So this is 25 plus 5 minus 30. This is 0. Therefore delta 1 is what? 0. Next find delta 2. So here how to write delta 2? Replace second column with a constant matrix. That is 1, 4 minus 1, 5, 0, 5, 3 minus 1. Now again find this determinant. So what you get? 1 into 5 minus 5 into 3 plus 3 into 20. So this is 5 minus 15 plus 60. So clearly delta 2 is equals to 50. Next find delta 3. So delta 3 is, see here how to write delta 3? Replace third column with a constant matrix. That is 1, 4 minus 1, minus 1, 2, 3, 5, 0, 5. Now find this determinant. 1 into 10 plus 1 into 20 plus 5 into 14. So this is 10 plus 20 plus 70. Therefore delta 3 value is 100. Therefore the solutions are x is equals to delta 1 by delta, y is equals to delta 2 by delta, z is equals to delta 3 by delta. So what is delta 1 value? 0. 0 by 50. This is 0. From this x is equals to 0. And delta 2 value is 50 by 50 is equals to 1. From this y value is 1. And z is delta 3 by delta. That is 100 by 50 is equals to 2. From this z is equals to 2. So clearly x, y, z are the solutions of given system of linear equations. Next, second one, matrix inversion method. Consider Ax is equals to D. So from this x is equals to what? A inverse into D. So what is A inverse? 1 by det A into adjoint of A. Okay. See here, first find determinant of A. Here A is equals to what? 1 minus 1, 3. 4, 2 minus 1, minus 1, 3, 1. Now find determinant of A. So what you get? 1 into 2 plus 3, 5, plus 1 into 3, plus 3 into 14. So this is 5 plus 3, 8, 8 plus 42, 50. So determinant of A is 50. Next find adjoint of A. How to find adjoint of A? First you need to find cofactor of A. So cofactor of A. This can be written as. So how to write cofactor of A? First write middle element. This is first one. And write vertically. That is 2, 3. See here. 2, 3 minus 1, 2. Minus 1, 2. Next, write third column, second element. This is second column. Minus 1, 1, 3, minus 1. Minus 1, 1, 3, minus 1. And write first column, second element. That is, write in third column. See here, 4 minus 1, 1, 4. 4 minus 1, 1, 4. and write first column as last column. That is 2, 3, minus 1, 2. Okay. Now find 2 by 2 matrix determinant here. So therefore cofactor of A is here 2 plus 3. Next here minus 1 into minus 1. 1 minus 4 here 12 plus 2. Next here 9 plus 1. Next 1 plus 3. 1 minus 3. Next one 1 minus 6. 12 plus 1. 2 plus 4. Therefore cofactor of A is what? 5 minus 3, 14. Next 10, 4 minus 2, minus 5, 13, 6. This is cofactor of A. Now find adjoint of A. So what is adjoint of A? Transpose of cofactor of A. That is 5, 10 minus 5, minus 3, 4, 13, 14 minus 2, 6. Now find x value, that is x is equals to A inverse into D. Okay. Now what is A inverse? 1 by dt into adjoint of A. This is 1 by dt, 1 by 50 into adjoint of A into 5, 10 minus 5, minus 3, 4, 13, 14 minus 2, 6 into D. D is what? Constant matrix, that is 5, 0, 5. Now multiplying these two matrices, so that is 1 by 50 into, so multiplying first row with the first column, that is 25 plus 0 minus 25. Next second row with the first column, that is minus 15 plus 0 plus 65. Next third row with the first column, that is 70 minus 0 plus 30. So therefore x is equals to 1 by 50 into 0, 50, 100. Now multiply 1 by 50 with each and every element of this matrix. So you will get 0, 50 by 50, 1, 100 by 50, 2. So what is this? X. Therefore x is what? X, Y, Z is equals to 0, 1, 2. So therefore x is equals to 0, y is equals to 1, z is equals to 2. So these are the solutions of given system of linear equations. See here next one, Gauss-Jordan method. See in this method we have to consider augmented matrix. See here consider augmented matrix. That is both coefficient and constant matrix is called augmented matrix. So that can be written as, first we have to write the coefficients of x, y, z, that are 1, minus 1, 3. Next 4, 2, minus 1. Next minus 1, 3, 1. Next write constant matrix, that is 5, 0, 5. So this is called augmented matrix. So in this method, first we have to make upper triangular matrix as zeros. Next lower triangular matrix as zeros by using row operations. Here how to write the row operations? So one shortcut method is there for writing the row operations. See here, first you have to make this as 0. So clearly that is R2 row. So write here R2. Next you have to make this minus 1 as 0. That is R3 row. So write next R3. Next you have to make this 3 as 0. So that is clearly R3 row. Next you have to make this minus 1 as 0. So clear that is which row? R1 row. Next one we have to make this 3 as 0. That is again R1. So write here R1. Next you have to make this minus 1 as 0. So clear that is R2 row. Next here write R1, R1. So write 2 times for each operation. Next R2, R2, R3, R3. Next here write plus or minus. Either plus or minus depend on given problem. So here also similarly plus or minus. Now here multiplying these rows with k. Here k is any real number, that is depends on problem. Here kr2, kr1, similarly kr3, kr1, here also kr3, kr. Okay. Now see here first row operation is what? R2 only. So that's why I write R2 changes to. Here R3. So R3 changes to. Similarly R3 changes to, R1 changes to, R1 changes to, R2 changes to. Okay. So you have to use row operations like this. See here we have to make this 4 as 0. That is R2 row. So write R2 changes to. For making this place as 0, we have to use both R2 and R1. See here what is R2? First element 4 and R1 row first element is 1. So multiplying 4 with first row and subtract R1 row from R2. That is R2 changes to R2 minus 4R1. Okay. So what is R2 row? See here 4, 2, minus 1, 0. That is R2 row. And 4 times of R1. Multiplying 4 with first row. 4 minus 4, 12, 20. And subtracting this. Minus here plus minus minus. 0, 6, minus 13, minus 20. So this is R2 row. Next we have to make this minus 1 as 0. For this we have to use which row? R3 and R1. So once you observe the R3 and R1, here minus 1, here 1. So simply add R1 and R3. That is R3 plus R1. See here what is R3 row? Minus 1, 3, 1, 5. Next R1 row 1 minus 1, 3, 5. So add this, what you get? 0, 2, 4, 10. This is a R3 row. Now this can be written as, see here what is R1 row? 1 minus 1, 3, 5. What is R2 row? See here 0, 6 minus 13 minus 2. Next R3 row 0, 2, 4, 10. Okay. See here next we have to make this 2 as 0. See here that is R3 row. For this we have to use R3 and R2. So what is R3? Row second element 2 and R2 row second element 6. So multiplying 3 with R3 and subtract R2 from R3. So that is R3 implies 3R3 minus R2. Next you have to make this minus 1 as 0. So that is R1 changes to, see here for that you have to use both R1 and R2. So R1 row first second element is -1 and R2 row second element is 6. So for that R1 changes to 6R1 plus R2. So see here 3 times of R3, that is 3 into 0. 0, 6, 12, 30. Next to R2 row, 0, 6 minus 13 minus 20. So subtract these two rows. 0, 0, 25, 50. This is which row? R3 row. Next 6 times of R1, that is 6 minus 6, 18, 30. Next R2, that is 0, 6 minus 13 minus 20. Now you add these two rows. 6, 0, 5, 10. This is which row? R1 row. Now this can be written as so what is R1 row? 6, 0, 5, 10. Next to R2 row is 0, 6 minus 13 minus 20. Next to R3 row. See here what is R3 row? 0, 0, 25. Now see here R3 row is multiples of 25. For that R3 changes to R3 divided by 25. So what you get? 6, 0, 5, 10. Next 0, 6 minus 13 minus 20. 0, 0 divided by 25. That is 1, 2. See here next we have to make this 5 as 0. So that is R1 changes to. So for that we have to use R1 and R3. See here R1 row third element is 5 and R3 row third element is 1. So multiplying R3 with 5 and subtract R3 from R1. So that is R1 minus 5 R3. Next we have to make this minus 13 as 0. See here that is R2 implies. So for that we have to use R2 and R3. R2 row third element is minus 13, R3 row third element is 1. So clearly R2 implies R2 plus 13 R3. Okay. Now see here this is R1 minus 5 R3, that is 6, 0, 0, 10 minus 10, 0. Next R2 plus 13 R3, that is 0, 6, 0, minus 20 plus 13 into 2, 26, that is 6. Next one 0, 0, 1, 2. Now this is R1 changes to R1 divided by 6. R2 changes to R2 divided by 6. So what you get? This is 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1. Next 0, 0, 1, 2. So clearly this is the x coefficient, y coefficient, z coefficient constant. So therefore that is x is equals to 0, x coefficient 0, y coefficient is 1. So write 1. And again z coefficient 0 is equals to constant, that is 1. So similarly z coefficient is 1, z is equals to 2. So these are the solutions of given system of equations. So try to solve these questions. For next session we will discuss more concept and problems.